And if the tariffs were so beneficial to us, why they getting so upset that Amazon wanted to show us the price, okay? If the tariffs was trying to make us great again, why they huffing and puffing because Amazon wanted to show us how much the tariffs was costing us? Listen, I don't know what they said on that phone call to the Amazon people, but it was something to make them want to change their tune. And I don't like that at all, because if Amazon people gonna do something, I'm gonna need for you to stand on it, okay? Like I said.
So the White House must scare the shit out of Jeff Bezos, because Jeff Bezos says he's no longer showing us the price of the tariffs on each item on the website anymore. This morning, the Amazon company stated they were going to put the cost of the tariffs on their website next to their prices so people could see how the prices are being impacted by the tariffs. Well, I guess the White House decided they were going to go ahead and give Jeff a call, and now he's not doing that. On top of that,
so now it's a hostile and political act.
So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect, crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why did...
That's not a hostile and political act. You know what it is? It's motherfucking business. When these corporations don't want to take the blame for your fuck up. Because Trump woke up with a soft dick one day and said he wanted to give a 10% tariff to the entire...
So it looks like there's a little trouble in paradise, y'all. The White House is now mad at Amazon, aka Jeff Bezos, because Amazon plans to put the import tax as a display on the checkout. They're calling it hostile and political. Why is Amazon doing this? Well, 60% of the people that sell on Amazon are small businesses. They even have a little subsector of people, it's kind of like an Etsy, where you can make handmade stuff and sell it. A lot of these small businesses, even the people that do handmade stuff, get their supplies from one of these places that have tariffs on them, which for us is everybody. Everybody has a blanket at least 10% tariff, which is more than what people were paying before. So about those lowering prices on day one, fail epically. But I digress. Amazon knows that its businesses, its small businesses, 60% of its small businesses are going to be hurt by these tariffs. And the tariffs go into effect very, very soon here. Amazon is like, look, all right, cool. I'm going to display how much more they are actually paying because of these tariffs. The White House don't like that. Why don't you like that? Why don't you like that? This is something that you're proud of, right? Like, you want people to be proud of the tariffs. Oh, you told people that the other countries were paying the tariffs, and if they see that an import tax, aka tariff, is on their goods and their stuff, and they actually have to pay that, then people will learn in real time through real life experience how tariffs actually work.
We're making so much money right now in America with these tariffs. These tariffs are going to make America great again. That's what Trump says. But what Trump doesn't say is all this tariff money that's collected is coming from Americans. Americans paid the cost of tariffs. So let me ask you, America, did you sign up for your own country to charge you to try to do business? How does this bring back jobs? How does this make your life easier? Seems to me that all of this tariff money that Americans are going to have to pay is taking money out of your own pocket, taking money off the table of your children and your families. So how much you willing to sacrifice for this stuff? Because I don't know about y'all, if there's all this money coming in, it's us that is paying it. He's not punishing China. He's punishing Americans. So explain to me, where's the greatness? Because I've been looking for it, and I ain't seen it nowhere. Where's it at?
Jeff Bezos said, nah, we not going to play that game. Y'all not about to have people blaming me for raising prices. I'm letting them know exactly who raised the prices. That's what Amazon let their customers know this morning, and then the White House heard about it. And they made Amazon change their damn mind. So
Hey fam, Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you're doing alright and God has protected you and preserved you very well. I do appreciate all of you that keep supporting. Thank you so much for the super chats and super thanks. Shout out to my members for supporting exclusively. I appreciate you guys so very much. And we have another juicy good one. Yeah, Amazon decided to wage war on Donald Trump by displaying, the cost of the products and then the increased money in terms of the tariffs, or the tariffs that were added, or the taxes, right, that people had to pay. And they pissed off Donald Trump so bad that he had to call Jeff Bezos, and he had to change his mind. But the crazy part is how this lady, the press secretary, was literally gaslighting American people into buying into the narrative that, whoever is using these, whatever Amazon is doing is just feeding into the China propaganda. They are becoming a Chinese machine. Like, the level of gaslighting, like seriously. Oh my goodness. And people have come out to react. I'm gonna put in here Black people reactions and more other people's reactions on this and what they are saying about this. But let me know where you're watching this from and what do you think about this very episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like it, share it, and we're gonna watch this, come back and talk about it.
So it was reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. Why didn't Amazon do this when the Biden administration hiked inflation to the highest level in 40 years? And I would also add that it's not a surprise because, as Reuters recently wrote, Amazon has partnered with a Chinese propaganda arm. So this is another reason why Americans should buy American. It's another reason why we are onshoring critical supply chains here at home to shore up our own critical supply chain and boost our own manufacturing here.
So now it's a hostile and political act.
So it was reported this.
That's not a hostile and political act. You know what it is? It's motherfucking business. When these corporations don't want to take the blame for your fuck up. Just because Trump woke up with a soft dick one day and said he wanted to give a 10% tariff to the entire fucking world and 145% tariff to motherfucking China. Then wanted to come onto the airwaves every day and lie to the people and say, well, the people are not going to be paying more money. We're just going to be bringing billions and billions of dollars from all these other countries. Knowing damn well that's not how the fucking process works. Knowing damn well the economists told us that was a fucking lie. Knowing damn well they thought we were fucking stupid. Nah, that's not a hostile political act. You want to know what a hostile political act really looks like? Is when you're president of the United States and one of the states that you literally oversee is on fire and you decide you don't want to help them until you find out if they voted for you or not. Or when you cut Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, education funding, and food stamps, all to give tax cuts to the ultra wealthy. That's a hostile and political motherfucking act, bitch.
So the White House must scare the shit out of Jeff Bezos because Jeff Bezos says he's no longer showing us the price of the tariffs on each item on the website anymore. This morning, the Amazon company stated they were going to put the cost of the tariffs on their website next to their prices so people could see how the prices are being impacted by the tariffs. Well, I guess the White House decided they were going to go ahead and give Jeff a call, and now he's not doing that. On top of that, UPS has just stated that they are laying off 20,000 workers due to a decrease in Amazon packages. So not only are we going to be in the dark about how much these tariffs are impacting the price of our goods, it's looking like people are going to be losing their jobs left and right. Wondering how everyone feels about that. How do you feel about the fact that the White House can call up a owner of a major retailer and tell them that they can't do something for the consumers? Sounds like they're in control, not the people that are paying the bills. If you shop with Amazon, it's looking like you're not in charge. They don't care about you more than they care about Trump.
And if the tariffs were so beneficial to us, why they getting so upset that Amazon wanted to show us the price, okay? If the tariffs was trying to make us great again, why they huffing and puffing because Amazon wanted to show us how much the tariffs was costing us? Listen, I don't know what they said on that phone call to the Amazon people, but it was something to make them want to change their tune. And I don't like that at all, because if Amazon, if you're going to do something, I'm going to need for you to stand on it, okay? Like I said before, Amazon wanted to show us the prices, how much them tariffs going to be costing us, and they ain't like it. But if the tariffs were supposed to be doing all this good for us, why they don't want us to see them prices? I mean, should we be giving full transparency, given that the tariffs was in place to benefit us? Okay, so why try to gatekeep now? I need somebody to make it make sense, okay? I need somebody to give me a logical answers, all right? If the tariffs was supposed to be beneficial to us, make us great again, I put great in quotation marks for a reason. If it was supposed to be doing all that, then why are they so upset that Amazon wanted to show us the prices? Drop it in the comment.
So it looks like there's a little trouble in paradise, y'all. The White House is now mad at Amazon, aka Jeff Bezos, because Amazon plans to put the import tax as a display on the checkout. They're calling it hostile and political. Why is Amazon doing this? Well, 60% of the people that sell on Amazon are small businesses. They even have a little subsector of people, it's kind of like an Etsy, where you can make handmade stuff and sell it. A lot of these small businesses, even the people that do handmade stuff, get their supplies from one of these places that have tariffs on them, which for us is everybody. Everybody has a blanket at least 10% tariff, which is more than what people were paying before. So about those lowering prices on day one, fail epically. But I digress. Amazon knows that its businesses, its small businesses, 60% of its small businesses are going to be hurt by these tariffs. And the tariffs go into effect very, very soon here. Amazon is like, look, all right, cool. I'm going to display how much more they are actually paying because of these tariffs. The White House don't like that. Why don't you like that? Why don't you like that? This is something that you're proud of, right? Like, you want people to be proud of the tariffs. Oh, you told people that the other countries were paying the tariffs, and if they see that an import tax, aka tariff, is on their goods and their stuff, and they actually have to pay that, then people will learn in real time through real life experience how tariffs actually work. So it won't even be a situation where Maga can deny. Because you're saying we got millions of dollars coming in through tariffs. Oh yeah, they're coming in through the American pocket, and everybody is going to know about it. It's genius. It's genius. But Amazon is not the creator of this move. Temu. Once again, the Chinese are 3 steps ahead. Temu has already started doing this. Some of these prices are diabolical. You got a price that is like $111, before taxes and all that, but then they literally say import tax, and that import tax is higher than the freaking surcharge. But I mean, there's 145% tax on it. So, yeah. Even with people's discounts, like, people are putting their discounts on there. It's like, they had this discount, $20 discount here, all this other stuff. It still comes out to be hundreds of dollars more than what they were going to pay without the tariff. So a lot of people can't even get their stuff from Temu now because they're paying over double the price for the same stuff that they got last week for cheap. It's not hostile and political to tell people the truth. Like, y'all talking about transparency every time that bimbo gets in front of the mic. She is talking about, you guys should be happy that there's so much transparency. When they leaked war plans through Signal, we are the only administration that has this much transparency. At the same time, they are cracking down on leakers telling about those leaks in the Pentagon, but they're touting transparency. So you want transparency or don't you want transparency? And when it comes to these import taxes, y'all should want transparency. You're proud of these taxes, right? Like, you're proud of this tariff? You just thought people didn't know how the tariffs work. And you wanted to squeeze the American people for more money. Because that money, those tariffs, that goes to you. Not us. That goes toward money for your tax cut. So you're taking people's hard-earned money and taxing it 145%. It's not an accident that they're taxing our biggest importer. It's not an accident that he started with Canada and Mexico, our biggest importers. They know exactly what they are doing. And even though Dumpy Pants is an idiot, he's got nefarious people around him that know how to make money. They lied to the American people. Uneducated American people, which is why they are taking money from the education system, believed them and did not research it at all, or just voted for racism. Let's just not get it twisted. And now they will have to see in real time that the government is literally taking money from us to give to themselves in a tax cut, because it's not going to our veterans. It's not going to children for food, to the homeless for housing, to people who are sick and need health care. All the things that Jesus would have done that these so-called Christians are not doing. They don't want you to see that they are literally robbing you blind so that they can give more money to the people who already have more money than they will spend in their lifetime. And Bezos is mad because they messing with his money now. And he trying to compete to be the richest person in the world with Elon Musk, who is losing his net worth. And Bezos wants to gain net worth, thinking that those tax cuts, which he already paid zero in taxes. I don't know why he voted based on tax cuts, but whatever. He's about to lose his net worth because 60% of his companies are about to get hit with these tariffs. And it's going to be a problem for Amazon. If we're going to boycott Amazon, when these tariffs hit, that's the time to do it, because my man about to be weak. And he is angry about it. And there is a lover's quarrel in the White House over it. I'm loving this.
Jeff Bezos said, nah, we not going to play that game. Y'all not about to have people blaming me for raising prices. I'm letting them know exactly who raised the prices. That's what Amazon let their customers know this morning, and then the White House heard about it. And they made Amazon change their damn mind. So this morning it was reports that Amazon was going to give their customers full transparency when they purchase an item. So the transparency basically was this. When you're about to purchase an item, you see it for the regular price. And then when you get to the end, you know, when you pay the shipping and the tax and everything like that, you'll see that that item just got boosted a little bit higher because they'll show you the tariff price at the end. And I'm thinking that was Jeff Bezos' way of saying that, yo, listen, this shit ain't got nothing to do with me. But it seems like the White House put their foot on his neck right after that, because as soon as it went viral, the White House made Jeff Bezos and Amazon change their tune. Now, Amazon came out saying that they didn't mean that or something to that extent. Now, my question to you is, do you really think these tariffs will benefit us in the end? Because maybe not in the beginning. In the end, do you really think these tariffs will benefit us? Because people were saying that we're about to really feel it in the pocket. I'm out.
Look, I cannot keep up with all the knee bending that's going on. Good Lord. And speaking of good Lord, it's like the Catholic Church. If you've ever gone to Catholic Church, there's a lot of standing and kneeling and genuflecting. And this is what it's like. So Amazon announced that it was going to add the price of the tariff and then the price of the good onto one of its sites, and it is their Amazon Hall, which is like a lower tier site to compete with like Temu and Shein and all of that. But they said it was never going to be on their big main site, right? So after the White House blasted them, calling it an act of a hostile political act, all of a sudden Amazon is saying, yeah, we're not going to do it. More knee bending than the freaking church on a Sunday mass. Can we please stop it?
I've been coming across a lot of videos while I was doing my scrolling and judging today, but people are a little nervous because apparently the tariffs for Amazon are getting ready to hit, and apparently Jeff Bezos was going to put on Amazon showing how much the cost of an item would be with the tariffs added. So it was going to be one price of what it would be if the tariffs wasn't added, and another price of what the tariffs would be if it was added. I guess the White House told him, like, nah, bro, you're not doing that shit. You're not going to do that. I guess a $22 pair of headphones will possibly be maybe $122. Here's the thing. Maybe it will stop people from consuming so much. Maybe we'll be able to go back to the days where we didn't need 25 pairs of shoes when we only got 2 feet. We didn't need 4 pairs of headphones. For goodness sakes, I have 5 pairs of headphones. 5. Because they're so cheap. And then they don't last worth a damn. You know how many
chargers I have went through for my iPhone. I have the iPhone charger that it came with the phone. Then I have several that I've had to buy over the years because the iPhone charger may stop working, and I would buy one off of Amazon. I just bought 3 chargers last year from Amazon. They don't even work anymore. So even if we're buying all of these items from China and they seem cheaper, they don't last worth a damn. How many of y'all still got an outfit from Shein that you bought probably 3 years ago that actually still look the same way that it looked when you got it out of that bag? The bag itself probably lasts longer than the item. Y'all are bitching and complaining because y'all want to keep buying and over consuming cheap shit. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. Y'all want cheap shit so much, then go over there. Because the tariffs is what it is. It's what it is. It amazes me how many people sit on these apps all day long bitching and complaining about some shit that's been going on for 4 months. Y'all ain't said a damn thing about anything that was going on for 4 years. That's the crazy thing. Like, people are like, oh, well, you know, the last 4 years was just glorious. No, it wasn't, because not too long ago, just last year, we were bitching about how high eggs were. Now we're talking about eggs again being high. Just 2 years ago, we were talking about how high the cost of living is, how everything skyrocketed when they removed the assistance when it comes to rental assistance and everything from COVID. Now y'all just bitching about everything. Stop buying so much shit that you don't need. How much do you really need? Ask yourself that. We're acting as if y'all don't have Klarna and fucking Afterpay and all of that shit. If you really want something, do a layaway. Our parents used to do it all the time. You ain't that good. Buy less. Buy essential products now. And also be mindful, it took time for us to get to this point. This shit didn't just happen in 4 months. So don't be mad at Trump for trying to fix some shit. It's gonna take some time, just like it took time to ruin it.
Do y'all remember when I made this video talking about the Trump tariff tax on your receipt? Amazon is about to do it, look. Oh, so now it's a hostile political move. Now there's hostility. And it's like, girl, chill out, because you're just mad that he called you out directly. He literally said, isn't this showing directly to the consumer that, hey, you're going to have to pay this tax? It's not actually China that's going to have to pay this tax. And it's like, it's showing us right in our face. And that's what I was saying in the other video when I was agreeing with the other influencer. I was like, hey, just show it to us so that we can all see what we're going to be paying and why we're paying it, because who doesn't want an itemized bill? And now it's a hostile political move on Amazon's behalf, because now they're showing what we're going to have to pay because the president decided that he wanted to put a tax on them. That's not our fault, and that's not hostile. That's facts.
So now Amazon is going to be showing you the tariff cost. So when you check out to buy something on Amazon, it's going to tell you, oh, this is how much the tariff is. This is why you're paying that. Yeah, it's a brilliant idea. That should show exactly what the consumer is paying, right? You guys want to rate, you guys think tariffs are good? There you go. We're going to show you exactly what the price of it is and why it's high. Amazon, I love this. I really do. If you're going to do anything right, I like this one. And another thing, now the Trump administration is saying that it's a political attack. You guys are the ones with the tariffs. You guys are the ones saying that tariffs is good. So show them the prices. Why are you afraid to see the prices of the tariff? If they're so good for us. We all know they're not. And that Amazon is not doing that as a political. They actually just doing that to show the consumer, like, oh, look, it's not my fault that this costs $300. Blame the tariffs for because you have to pay $100 extra or $200 extra. Brilliant idea. But anyways, even if you don't do it, it's already starting some heat and some conversation between them. And yeah, that's what we want to see. The billionaires going at each other. Perfect.
So the Trump administration had that dumb blonde bitch get up on the podium and say that Amazon is being hostile and they're basically cahooting with the Chinese because they said that they're going to let people know how much the tariffs are adding onto their price. So what they're going to do on Amazon is they're going to give you the price of your item, and right next to it in parentheses or whatever the fuck, they're going to show you how much the tariffs have added to that price. How the fuck is this some hostile shit or anything? Letting the American consumer know how much extra money is being charged for items because of the policies that the Trump administration put in place. It's not hostile. That's not hostile, baby. That's letting us know. That's keeping us informed. I want to know that shit. I want to know that shit. Don't know. I want to know. I'm glad they telling this. I want to know. I fucks with Amazon for that. I fucks with Amazon for that. Oh God, I do. They real as fuck. And that's why I fucks with Amazon Prime. That's why I got a Prime subscription right now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And they need to hurry up with the next season of my motherfucking show. From, if you watch it, you know. If you know, you know. From is that shit. But yeah, big ups to Amazon for coming to their motherfucking senses. What's his name? Jeff Bezos or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I'm glad y'all getting y'all motherfucking senses together. Oh, you seen your pockets was gonna get affected by this shit too. Yeah. Yeah. See, motherfuckers was all on Trump's side till they realized, oh shit, this is affecting my money, my business. This is not helping, this is hurting. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm glad you coming around, you weird bitches. Because it's about fucking time. Because I was about to stop fucking with Amazon. I was really about to stop fucking with you. I was really about to stop fucking with a whole lot of different companies. I ain't gonna hold you. But I'm glad y'all gonna keep us informed. And I'm glad y'all gonna let us know. And y'all need to hurry up with the next episode of my fucking show. Like I said.
This is a hostile and political act by Amazon.
Caroline Levitt and her hostile whatever. Everything's hostile when the Trump side doesn't agree. Could it just be that China is putting taxes on us and the American taxpayer is paying for it? It's not hostile. And Amazon is just putting their prices next to what their price would be and what their price is going to be with Trump's taxes. He's gonna drive Amazon out of business.
This is a hostile and political act by Amazon.
It's a hostile act to be transparent in your costs and how the government is affecting your costs. I thought we were pro not regulating businesses because like they can do what they need to do to make a profit. Free market capitalism or some shit like that you guys talk about all the time. That's not free market, the government coming after a company for explaining their increased prices, which are a result of the government administration. You guys only like shit until it's against you. Y'all loved Jeff Bezos and his rockets 6 months ago. Did they hurt your feelings? Did the big multi-billion-dollar corporation hurt your feelings? Oh, too fucking bad. I just feel like I'm losing my god.
What happened to being transparent? Putting the exact prices on things is pretty transparent and pretty honest. And she has a problem with it. She has a problem with honesty and transparency. Oh, and again, deflect and blame Biden. How do you people still fall for this stuff? Duh. Clear case of like deflection and lies. They have a problem with Amazon telling us the truth. Who would have a problem with people telling people the truth? Liars.
Is anyone else wondering what Trump said to Bezos today to make him fold like a fucking lawn chair? Because this morning Amazon's gonna put the tariff costs on their listings. We're gonna be able to see transparently what's costing us extra and if it's because of the tariffs. Then No Lips McGee gets up behind the podium and says it's a hostile political move for them to do that. Then Trump calls Bezos. Then a few hours later, all of a sudden, Bezos is like, JK, not actually going to put it on there anymore. What? I mean, there's no way Amazon and Bezos didn't know ahead of time that announcing or doing that would piss them off. Like, obviously, the Trump administration is not going to like that if they're putting the tariffs on the listings. So what could he have said in this phone call that made him walk it back so quickly? I thought Bezos was more powerful than that. Is he really not? I'm really confused. I mean, they had to have known it would be upsetting. And then he calls him and all of a sudden he's like, oh, we're not going to do it. Like, is Bezos just Trump's?
When companies start fighting the government instead of serving the people, you know a major shift is happening. And Amazon, they just blinked. Earlier today, reports exploded that Amazon was planning to list Trump's tariffs next to product prices, literally blaming rising costs on the White House. A move like that, it's not business, it's political warfare, waged through your shopping cart. And guess what happened? The White House called it hostile. And within hours, Amazon backpedaled faster than Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. They said it was only an idea for Amazon Hall, their discount warehouse, and it was never approved. But the truth is obvious. They tested it. They floated the idea. They wanted to shift blame onto leadership rather than adapting like every smart business must do in a major market transition. If Amazon had gone through with it, it would have been a political admission that they can't absorb economic changes. It would have weaponized consumer anger against themselves. It would have handed platforms like TikTok Shop the golden opportunity to steal their lunch money and build loyalty fast. Because here's what real businesses understand. When the economy shifts, you evolve, you pivot, innovate, restructure. You don't cry, try to turn on your customers instead, and cause them to become your political shield. Amazon almost forgot who their real boss is. Not politicians, not tariff writers, not lobbyists, you, the customer. Had they rolled out the plan, millions of Americans would have clicked away, closed the app, and found a business that actually respects the reality we're living in. Business owners, listen carefully. The companies that survive the next 5 years won't be the ones who point fingers. They'll be the ones who solve problems for American people, no matter how tough the environment gets. Consumers, pay attention. You're about to see which businesses are built for you. Adapt or collapse. That's the real economy. And trust me, loyalty is shifting faster than anyone at the top is currently ready for. And for more information like this, continue to like and follow the Business Giant.
Do you want to know why the White House is freaking out about Amazon showing their tariff costs? Because it ruins the whole scam. Now, if you haven't learned already, tariffs are not paid by China. They're paid by us. You, me, everyone who shops online. But Trump spent 2 terms pretending these tariffs are a punishment for foreign countries. So when Amazon puts this item includes $15 in Trump tariffs right next to the price, the truth becomes undeniable. Now they're calling it a hostile and political act, as if transparency is the enemy. But what's more political? Showing consumers the cost of government policy, or hiding it so you can keep spinning the same lie? And I just want to say, Jeff Bezos, I appreciate you watching my TikTok from a few weeks ago and taking the advice. I said the exact same thing should happen. Tariffs should be labeled. So thanks, man. I know you had it in you. This administration wants credit for being tough on trade, but doesn't want the blame when groceries, gas, and gadgets go up. Trump's team just admitted that letting you see the truth is bad for them. So let me ask you something. Do you think that tariffs should be on the receipts so people actually know why prices went up? Or is it easier just to stay mad and not ask questions?
This is a hostile and political act by Amazon. That was White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt saying something stupid and ridiculous. Amazon decided that it might go ahead and just put the price of the tariff surcharge on the price so people know how much more they're paying. Perfectly reasonable act. Perfectly reasonable thing to do if your prices are about to skyrocket by up to 100%. Then the White House press secretary comes out and levies this hostile act remark. This White House, anytime that you do something that they don't agree with, it's illegal, it's terrorism, it's hostile, it's evil, it's blah, blah, blah. These people are like so snowflake sensitive, that even the slightest criticism, the smallest amount of pushback, and they want to put you in jail forever. These people are literally psychopaths. These are like the most dangerous people that have, I can't even explain to you how horrible these fucking people are. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Amazon pissed off Donald Trump so much that Trump picked up the phone and told Bezos to piss off. So there were rumors that Amazon would be showing the prices from before the tariffs and after the tariffs, right? Then the press secretary came up and saying, if this is the case, then it would be a political attack on the Trump administration. That's when Donald Trump picks up the phone and swears at Bezos. Bezos then says, no, we're not doing that anymore. We were just going to do it for like all the cheap stuff. Don't worry, brother. We're not going to do it. And then it's being removed completely right after that call. This is hilarious. I mean, Trump with one call can change it. You're telling me America doesn't have corruption? Bullshit. It's run by these corporates. It's run by these companies. Trump is a billionaire. Have you ever heard a president calling the CEO of another company and saying, hey, bro, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? No, it's ridiculous. Holy shit.
I've never seen a person that lies blatantly in your face, but they are so serious. That lady, the press secretary, she puts on a face, oh my goodness, that is so intimidating. And it's just... I know she must be going through a lot, because handling all of this and lying every day, waking up every day, and you have to make up lies to people. It is so interesting that they even have to still explain to the American people that, you know, the tariffs or the taxes have to be paid by the American population. When these people wake up every day and they're like, China is the one that is going to face it. Make that make sense, right? But the gaslighting and how she lies to people shows you the Maga mind, that sometimes some of the things they say about Maga people can be quite true, because you will still find them beneath or under those comments defending these lies, blatant lies. And you're like, what is wrong with these people that don't get it? They are so out of touch with what is happening. Looks like it is in the 1800s where people used to understand. For you, if this is what a lot of you have to endure and watch every day and argue with such people, you deserve to have medals. Yeah, medals for living and tolerating people that think like that and that take up lies every day when they are told to their face. It is very interesting. But then the most also weird thing that happened is like Trump just had to make a call, right? And everything had to change all of a sudden. The tariffs are not going to be displayed anymore. I think it is time for you people to know who these corporations are working for, right? Yeah, it's very evident. If it wasn't evident enough that these people stood and sponsored Trump's campaigns, right now it is very evident. But hey, you know what? I don't get shocked, because people are canceling orders with Amazon anyway. Amazon is also running bankrupt. That is the truth. I've seen quite a number of videos where people are not shopping with them anymore. Right, their orders also are going down ever since they made their stance, you know, with DEI. People decided to boycott them too, right? So for me, it's not shocking, and I feel like this should not even be a shocking revelation to a lot of people, just like you have seen in the reactions of people. A lot of people are not shocked, but for them to be like, this is a political, you know, stand, that gaslighting, is supposed to be on another level, and for the people that believe in this propaganda, because you should be another machine that is trained so highly to be another propaganda machine, and you think you're so good at hiding it and covering it. That lady, the press secretary, every time I watch her, I just be like, oh God, please. It's not that I hate her, but the aura that she gives off, right? And the confidence that she puts on, and how tough she sounds when she's saying things that are lies to the public, diverting people. Now, tariffs are a policy, you know, and recession and every other thing else that she's talking about, those are not policies. And that is exactly what their government is causing. But anyhow, I don't want to be so much like, let me know what you think about this. But in my opinion, transparency should not be looked at as something that is propaganda. I thought those were the core values of America. Now that they have started diverting and calling the core values of America political propaganda, well, everybody should be wondering what is the future of the US. It doesn't shock me anyway, because the man that is in power said, you know, he's in charge of everything. He's in charge of the world. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I think from me for today, that's it. I love all of you. Hey, stay strong. Hold yourself together and boycott those businesses, because they are clearly showing you who they are. Please believe them.